Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back here to today's edition of Intuitive Angling, and really appreciate you guys coming by the channel to check the video out. Always very grateful for that. And guys, I've been wanting to do this video for a while. We're going to be talking about cocky rookie bass fishing professionals today. I think we've seen sort of a rash of that over the past year, and I think it needs addressed a little bit, so we're going to get into that in today's video. Also, guys, before we get started, I just want to extend a big thank you to everybody out there that has taken time to support Intuitive Angling by using all the links that we put in the description here. If you guys want to give back and you like the content here, best thing you can do is just to go into the description of each video I put up, using bookmark, my tackle warehouse link, solar bat link, fish the moment, lake map breakdown link. By doing that, you're really helping the channel out. So big thank you from me and my family if you're participating there. Okay, guys, first of all, I want to make this very clear. I'm not here. I am not here to dog young bass fishermen. A lot of people think, since I'm critical of the younger group of anglers out there that have, that use the live scope and forward-facing sonar as what I call the umbilical cord to their success, that somehow that I don't like young anglers. That's the farthest from the truth. I love young anglers getting into the sport. I know what it's like. I've been there. But specifically, I want to talk about this cockiness that we've seen in some of the rookies here over the past year. Now, I'm not taking myself away from this situation, because I was also one of those back when I started out. Like, I'll tell you a little story here. So I'm not holding myself above anyone else when I try to do this. What I'm trying to do in this video is I want to give advice to the younger anglers out there through my own experience. When I started fishing professionally in 1986 was my first 86 was my first season on the Bassmaster Tour. And I qualified for the Bassmaster Classic my rookie year. And obviously, I was 23 years old, and when you're a 23-year-old kid and you qualify for the Bassmasters Classic, it can make you cocky. And I wasn't raised like that. My parents did not raise me to be cocky. I had a very humble upbringing. I worked my ass off to buy a beat-up little bass boat, to fish with. I hadn't been given anything, and my mom and dad didn't raise me to be cocky. But nevertheless, through the whole process of being young and dumb, I was a cocky young bass pro. And I made a comment. We were at the Bassmaster Classic down at Lake Chickamauga in Chattanooga. Charlie Reed won that tournament. My buddy Danny Cree got second, Federation Angler. And we were at some of the pre-tournament interviews that they have at the Bassmaster Classic. And I made a comment that I wasn't intimidated by any of the older bass pros. And Larry Nixon's wife heard me say that. She was there, and I heard she made some, comment about how cocky I was, which I completely deserved her to say that. And I remember it got back to me, and I thought about that. It made me feel terrible, because I wasn't trying to be cocky. I wasn't, but I was I was being cocky, but I didn't think I was being cocky. And that reality check from Larry Nixon's wife really made me reevaluate, how I handled any type of success that I would make. So I've been there. I know what it means to be a cocky young rookie, because I was one, before I got slapped down, that I needed to be slapped down by. So anyway, what we've had this year is a big rookie class in the tournaments this year. And if you follow fishing very much, you've seen what I'm talking about here. You've seen rookies out there that have been very disrespectful to their other professional peers. They backmouth. They, backtalk their peers, other professional fishermen that are older. We've seen them break rules over and over again because they think they're above the rules. They're out there, riding around in their $120,000 boats and $80,000 trucks and paying $100,000 to fish the circuit. And it creates this, it creates, whether real or imagined, it creates this image of cockiness within a young angler. Nobody likes that, guys. I can tell you one thing right now in life. There's two things. If you want somebody not to like you, real quick, start talking about how much money you have, or start, being cocky, like a lot of these young anglers are doing. Never turns out well, ever. And one of the things I will say about this is a a lot of the rookie class out there that think that they are the balls, and they think that, you know, they can't learn anything from these old washed up bass fishermen. I got a message. You guys ain't as good as what you think you are. You're not as smart as what you think you are if you rely on technology, forward-facing sonar for your success. If you're one of those rookies out there that has developed this sense of cockiness through the success that you have created and generated through forward-facing sonar, you're not as good as what you think you are. You don't have any reason to be cocky, because if that umbilical cord was taken away from you, you'd be irrelevant in the sport, regardless what anybody says about somebody being, they would be great without forward-facing sonar because they're hammers. No, it doesn't work that way. If you're a 20-year-old kid and you've got 4 or 5 years of seasonal patterns and bass movement and, you know, bass fishing underneath your belt, you are not, and you have traditional bass fishing equipment at your disposal without high tech, you simply can't compete with somebody out there that has decades of experience in the nuances of bass fishing and the art form of a diversity of techniques. Because if you don't have forward-facing sonar and you're not a spotlighter, you have got to learn literally every technique out there. You've got to learn every lure category, understand bait profiles and movement, water displacement, and how weather affects fish movement. And you only can do that through years and years of experience on the water. You can't do that by turning on your live scope and just roaming out there in 100 foot of water everywhere. So the point of this video is, I think technology has accelerated this increase of cockiness that we're seeing in the young bass fishing professionals out there, because they have experienced what I call fake success, success that is generated through things that are not real and valuable in the sport. And until that they realize that, and until that they ground themselves and get centered in the fact that when you're a rookie, you're under a microscope and you got to do better. You got to follow the rules. You can't think that you're better than anybody else. You can't have this image and this energy that you're simply better because you've had some limited success. So the advice that I want to give to the young bass pros out there is be humble. Respect your older pros. That's the main thing about there. If you're one of those young bass pros out there that are humble and quiet and don't brag and follow the rules and be simple out there, you're going to be so much more highly respected by your peer group out there. But if you're one of those rookies out there that are mouthy and think you know more than anyone else and backmouth your fellow pros when they try to call you out on something, it's never going to go well from you. Humbleness and respect goes a long way in the sport, and I'd just like to encourage all the rookies out there to remember that, because I've been through it. I know what it's like, guys, and it's not too late to change your ways. So anyway, hope it helps out. We'll talk later.